Maria Imelda Josefa, Imee, Romualdez Marcos, born November 12, 1955, is a Filipina politician serving as a senator since 2019. She previously served as governor of Ilocos Norte from 2010 to 2019 and as representative of Ilocos Norte's 2nd District from 1998 to 2007. She is a daughter of former President Ferdinand Marcos and former First Lady Imelda Marcos. Imee Marcos' political career began during her father's martial law regime. She became a member of the Batasang Pambansa and chairperson of the Kabatang Barangay. She turned 18, the age of majority in the Philippines, just 14 months after her father's declaration of martial law, and was already 30 years old by the time her family were ousted from power in the 1986 People Power Revolution, after which they were abducted and were brought to Honolulu. After the death of Ferdinand Marcos in 1989, Corazon Aquino allowed the Marcoses to return to the Philippines in 1991. Imee soon ran for political office, and won 3 terms in the House of Representatives and 3 terms as governor of Ilocos Norte. She was elected to the Senate in the 2019 elections. She has been linked to the unexplained wealth of her family, identified as a beneficiary of various Marcos offshore holdings as revealed in the Panama Papers and the findings in the court convictions of her mother Imelda Marcos. These holdings were defined as ill-gotten wealth by the Supreme Court of the Philippines, and are the subject of repatriation efforts by the Presidential Commission on Good Government. Spouse: Tommy Manitoc, separated. Domestic partner: Mark Chua. Children: 3, including Matthew Manitoc. Member of the Senate of the Philippines. Incumbent: Ferdinand Bong Romualdez Marcos Jr., born September 13, 1957, is a Filipino politician who served as a senator from 2010 to 2016. He is the second child and only son of the President and dictator Ferdinand Marcos Sr. and former First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos. In 1980, the 23-year-old Marcos Jr. became vice governor of Ilocos Norte, running unopposed under the Kilusang Bagong Lipunan party of his father, who was ruling the Philippines under martial law at the time. He then became governor of Ilocos Norte in 1983, holding that office until his family was ousted from power by the People Power Revolution and fled into exile in Hawaii in February 1986. After the death of his father in 1989, President Corazon Aquino eventually allowed the remaining members of the Marcos family to return to the Philippines to face various charges. In 1992, he was elected as representative of Ilocos Norte's 2nd Congressional District from 1992 to 1995. Marcos ran for and was elected governor of Ilocos Norte again in 1998. After 9 years, he returned to his previous position as representative from 2007 to 2010, then became senator of the Philippines under the Nacionalista Party from 2010 to 2016. In 2015, Marcos ran for vice president of the Philippines in the 2016 election. With a difference of 263,473 votes, 0.64% difference, Marcos Jr. lost to Camarines Sur Representative Leni Robredo. In response, Marcos filed an electoral protest at the Presidential Electoral Tribunal, with claims and accusations of cheating. In 2021, Marcos' petition was unanimously dismissed after the pilot recount of the chosen provinces of Negros Oriental, Iloilo, and Camarines Sur, which resulted in Robredo widening her lead even more by 15,093 additional votes. Later that year, Marcos announced his candidacy for president of the Philippines in the 2022 election. He was married to Louise Araneta. They have 3 children. Maria Irene Celestina Marcos Araneta, born September 16, 1960, is the 3rd child of former President Ferdinand Marcos and First Lady Imelda Marcos. Known as being the quiet one among the Marcos siblings and the only one not holding public office. Her best remembered role in her father's 21-year rule involved expensive events, such as her 1983 wedding to Gregorio Maria Araneta III, which was said to cost $10.3 million United States dollars, and for her September 1985 party on the presidential yacht BRP Ang Pangulo, whose lavishness caused a scandal when video coverage of it came out in the wake of the 1986 EDSA revolution. More recently, she gained media attention after being tagged in the Panama Papers leak, and for triggering student protests after her attendance in various campus events. He was married to Gregorio Maria Araneta III. They have 2 children.